Good morning. Good morning. A couple of things that I got going on today, and I figured I'm going to try something different. I think I want to try, because I am so passionate about being in the garden, I just love being in the garden. What I think I'm going to do is start, because I'll have a lot of projects that I just want to do. And then I was thinking, well, all the time that I do the projects, they don't all get completed in one day, right? But what I'm learning is maybe if I just record partial, like as I'm doing certain things, and then put a full video together. So we're gonna try that this time. So yesterday, I went out and I bought some flowers or roses, tulips type things. Hold on, let me go grab it and let me show you. Okay, so I bought these because remember I said I wanted to start getting into pulling some extra pollinators, and I bought two of these. Two of these. So I figured I can plant those up in buckets because once I figure out for the warmer weather time where I'm gonna put things and how I want to put things, if I put them in buckets, I can then move them around however I want to. Also, big project, I think I want to redo my greenhouse. I think what I want to do is I want to say right now my beds might be in the greenhouse. One of the beds may be like a 6 by 4 or something like that. But what I want to do is, so instead of them being wide, I want to bring them a little more narrow. And then I'm thinking narrow and not as high. I want them somewhat deep, but I'm also learning that things doesn't have to be so deep or so wide. And you get more space because right now I would really like to be in the um, greenhouse a lot more, but there is no more room in there. And when I get transitioned in a better situation, I would like to purchase a larger greenhouse so I can have more room. But until then, what I'm thinking, I can make, because I enjoy making my garden beds. So I can make smaller garden beds, not even smaller, more narrow and maybe a little shorter of a garden bed and still get great crops and more space, just as well as with me trying to add so many things in, I can probably move things around a little more comfortable. So I'm thinking both beds. So I have two beds in the greenhouse. What I'm thinking is redoing both of them instead of this width, it bring them in a little bit. Still have somewhat of a height, but I'm thinking I want to cut that height down because right now the beds that I have in there, they had bottoms, and I cut the bottoms out and I lined it with plastic. So I want to realign everything, take everything out. I really just like more so want to gut out the greenhouse and redo the whole thing. So I guess with that being said, I am definitely a person who, if you know me, I don't like to wait for anything. So I'm thinking like, okay, so when can I get this project going? How soon can I get it going? Um, will I need any help? I'm not one to really want help in the greenhouse or in the garden at all. I'm like, let me do my thing. But some of that stuff is heavy. Like when I did the logs, the bricks, so in the greenhouse right now, everything is on brick. The things that I brought inside from outdoors, I put them on brick because in my backyard, when it rains, it floods in that little area. And I did not want the plants to be getting moist or watered really right now because it's the winter time. So we want the bare minimum watering. So I put them all on bricks. So if it does get a good rain and I get a little flooding back there, the plants will not be touched because the bricks are pretty large. So the water ain't gonna get, where the way my yard is, it has the water runoff, if you understand. And so all that water runs off through the greenhouse for the most part and then down the hill. So I also bought a blueberry. I bought another blueberry bush. And okay, so you guys didn't help me, but I asked you to tell me whether I should put it in the greenhouse or should I leave it out. So I went to an orchard yesterday, and it was pretty cool. I really wanted to just run all around and go look at all type of stuff, but they wasn't having it. So I bought another grape because I had a grape a couple of years ago and it just died last year. Because I didn't know how to take care of it. But I did some research and I think I got a better understanding now. And I bought another blueberry. So I do have 2 blueberries already, right? But one thing about the blueberries that I learned, that they had to have like a sister-brother combination for the pollination. They say that you want to have a couple of blueberries. So I guess as the pollinators do what they do, that's how they get pollinated. And that should strike up your blueberries. So I bought another blueberry and I am going to pot that up in a Lowe's bucket. What I'm doing to it is I'm put a little soil because the bucket has holes in it, because you know blueberries do not like standing. They like moisture, but they do not like sitting water. So I put soil at first on the bottom. Then I put some marbles that I had, and then I'm going to add some more soil. Then I'm going to put the plant. Now, the thing that I've also learned about the blueberry plant is, you know how normally we try to cover up everything, right? And I will take videos and maybe even pictures just of how I'm doing it. Again, this is going to be one of those things where I try to do a video, then the next day do another video, and then have one large collaboration of a couple of days in process. Again, I'm trying to get my followers up and trying to also see really what you guys would like to see, or what you want to know about the garden life. I mean, when I say just grow with me, I'm just saying literally, just come on, let's grow some things. So I'm going to do the blueberries today. I'm doing it now, like in between time. And then what I'm going to do is, once I plant that up, like I said, I'm going to do soil. And I use all my old soil. So I have soil already outside in all the buckets. I'm going to repurpose it. I'm going to add some of the acidity to the soil. Again, I will show you these things. And then, so it's going to be like a cake. So we're going to make levels. So my first level is just going to be soil, basically to hold on to the marbles that I want to put in, because the marbles are not large, but they're nice size. They're about that size. So they're not large, but they're large enough. So my game plan is this: so when the roots start to do this and open up and try to surge, that they won't get root rot and they won't just, and the water will drain just as well. So it'll be soil, rocks in between, and then more soil, and then the plant will sit here. So again, now it has the root system that can come down some, and then the plant is about this big, so that's where it will end. I'll just fill around it, and then I'll put a lot of straw on top to keep that moisture locked in once the summertime hits. I don't think I will do, I may just do a little watering of the plant. Once I get everything set up, I water it just a little bit, and of course I'll do it once it's a little warmer outdoors, because right now it's, you see me, it's cool outside. And I know you guys don't know too much, but I'm a New Yorker, but I stay in Georgia now, so I can deal with a little cold. I'm cool with the cold, but when you're messing in dirt and moisture, that's when you feel it a little more. So I'm good right now with my little scarf on and my little hoodie, and I'm good. I got my little boots on. So for the most part, I'll go out there in spurts and just do little things, then come back inside, warm up a little bit, go back outside, get some more going on. So let's see what we can do. Come along with the journey. I'll see you later. So here's what we got. Everything is planted, potted up nicely. Okay, so one of the things that the gentleman had told me was blueberries can stand out in the cold. They do just fine. I did not need to put them away. Actually, the winter helps them. All of these new red ones, fresh ones, that's all new growth. And he explained to me how to do the cutback on them. So hopefully this summer, look at the buds on there. I don't know if you can see it. Got nice little buddings already. So hopefully this summer, or this once the weather starts warming up a little bit, we will start to get some blueberries. So we had this guy set up, and like I said, I put enough, more so the is to keep some of that soil, because that, if you see me struggling to get that thing out of the bucket, it was frozen. That thing was frozen. So I chopped up my soil and got it in there, and we're gonna see how we do. So that is part one, whoop, whoop, of the blueberry. Next, I have a grape, which I think I'm gonna put the grape in a larger bucket. So next I have the grape. I don't know if you can see me. Here's my grape. Hold on. Here's my grape. This is my grape. So what I plan on doing with the grape is doing the same thing, but in a larger pot, and I'm going to put it on one of my arches. So hopefully this summer, as it starts to grow up, it can leach onto, let me see if I can get you a good shot of where I want to put it on. Let me see. That, I want to put it on that, and I'm going to put it in that bucket right there that I have attached over there. And then hopefully this summer, everything starts growing, or whenever grapes starts to do their thing. I hope it goes up that trellis, and then we have grapes just falling down. We will see. All right. It's cold. I'm getting in the house. I probably will, because I don't have any patience. Or should I say, I do have patience. I get too excited. So I will probably be out a little later. See the sun coming up. Ooh. Ooh, yes. I'll probably be out a little later and do the same thing to the grapes. And I definitely will record that. And then we may go for a tour in the greenhouse, just so you can see maybe what I want to do. And depending on what my time look like, I might try to conquer that thing this weekend. We'll see. All right, I'll be back. Okay, I am potting up these. The crocus. These are the ones that to me looks like little, I guess, tulips or so. So, and I got them like this. I'm gonna do that one next, and then I guess they just sit and do they thing through the winter and come up, I guess, during the fall or so. So I do have some natural compost that I have made. I think I'm going to throw a little bit of that over there, but there we go with those. Okay, I am planting up the grape. Woo! All right. When I say burr, y'all, it is burr out here. All right. See you in a little bit. Okay, so we are in the greenhouse. This is the blueberry that I feel comfortable enough now to bring back outdoors because it doesn't have any leaves. I'm going to hold off on this one because I don't want it to be shocked from being somewhat warm to fully being outdoors. So we're going to keep this one inside, and not inside, but in the greenhouse. Look like a bug. Okay, so this is the greenhouse. So everything looks good. What I am thinking is this bed right here. You see how wide it is? The width, I think I want to bring it in to about right here. To about right here. Which gives me, I want to say maybe, we'll say a foot maybe. I'm thinking a foot or two. Because if I literally almost taken off half. So first I got to get all the soil or the dirt out. And I think what I might do is I am potting up a couple of things right now. The flowers and stuff that I'm potting up. I'll probably go ahead and use the soil from here and put some of the flowers and stuff into. Oh, let me show you this. See the bricks? See, those are the bricks. So everything is on bricks right now. That is what I was saying, where I have everything on bricks and it's all throughout, and then I have them just stacked up. Look, we got a bumblebee in here. I don't know if you can see it on the camera or not. Well, anyway, but so what I'm thinking is take this bedding out, cut it in half, repurpose the wood. Gives me also room to set up my little, I want to set this up correct. So where this is here, I can shift this down, put a couple of bricks in to have the water system sit on it, so it doesn't have to try to lean on the wood. Then that'll be sturdy, so when it's time to feed the water to the plants, one, it's not as much soil, because it's a lot of soil. I do have to purchase a lot of soil, and with that being said, it can get expensive, which is why I do try to repurpose all of the soil that I do have. So I'm thinking to do the same thing to the other bed, which is the bed I'm actually sitting on, because that's the thing. Once I get things in here a little more organized, I was actually also thinking about trying to see if I can add more like maybe another pipe or so in here to give it a little more sturdiness. I can put maybe one like right up in here. I see a bee in here, so I'm wondering if there's a bee thing somewhere up in here. I don't know if you guys can see the bee on camera, but I'm thinking adding, if I can add one here and one on this side, which is just a straight pole. I'm thinking that'll give it a little more stability. And if I choose to try to hang things, I'm looking, because now I see two bumblebees. I'm trying to make sure I don't get stung. So what I'm thinking is, okay, move this out, which I will need some help. I'll probably get hubby or my daughter's boyfriend or hell, everybody to help me get this out. I'm gonna have to move all of these out the way first to shimmy that out, but that'll give me more room. I would love to be able to just sit in here sometimes. With me adding another bar, I'm thinking maybe I can put like a little somewhat of like a little setup table for when the summertime come. I can probably do some starter plants in here versus everything being on the floor, because I'm thinking I could put one there, one on this side. It gets very, very hot in here, so, which is a plus because it's a greenhouse. But I don't know, I be trying to do so many things with such with not as much space as I would like. I wouldn't say small space, because it's not a small space. I definitely have a nice space, but you know, when you get into something, you overdo it, or you just keep growing. And as I'm growing, I'm outgrowing some of the things that I have, or want to, some of the things that I have, and I want to still be able to utilize it. But like I said, I'm thinking ways to make it strong, because right here, see, I want the beans to be able to grow up here, grow all the way up. But one of the things was, it seemed like in the summertime, it got extremely too hot, and as the beans were growing up, they were burning because it was so hot in here. Now, I did purchase a fan, and I actually really, really like it. So I'm thinking about maybe getting another one. And it is battery operated, and it lasts for a very, very long time. And I'm thinking with the beams, because that's how I had it hooked on to the beam. I can hook it to the beams, and if I have two and they rotate, then I can have a nice circulation once it gets really, really hot. That might work. And if I add two structures in here, then it'll allow me to be able to still have the flow, but I can actually have different options of where I want to place the fans when I do bring it in here. Again, because I definitely want to also lower this, because right now, if you look at it, let me see, you see it's on like legs. So if I get it to where it's just about this tall, that's more than enough soil and depth for plants. Even if I choose to maybe try carrots and things like that, that's still deep enough to grow things that needs to be deep, whether it's peppers, tomatoes would be good too, because they grow upwards. So again, just trying to utilize the space that I have. Everything does look like it's doing well. Some of my plants is worrying me a little bit with the cold, but I'm picking out one of the peppers just to see if the stem is still good. It's still green, so they say as long as it's green, it's doing well, and the trunk looks really healthy still. So I just need it to continue to stay green. I did order me some more grow bags. I ordered me a couple of things that I want to do. Again, trying to get more plants. Like this is doing really good, because this is actually a tulip, I think, one of them tulip bulbs. And even though this died off, that's fine. I'm not worried too much about that. I would like to see if this is going to come up as an actual flower, because again, trying to get the pollinating going, and I'm thinking we'll be good if I could move that. Like I said, then when the summertime, fall time, warmer time come, I will re-put all of these outdoors, and then I should have a lot more room. I'm gonna see what do I need to do, maybe to add 2 pieces of pipe. It's not a thick pipe. It's not a thick pipe. I want to say I can probably go to Lowe's, and I have the bits to drill through the steel or the metal or whatever, so I don't think that should be a problem. Hubby's gonna tell me I'm doing too much, but we don't care. He knows I just really enjoy it, so he'll help me, even though he'll tell me I do too much. So I am going to start now taking out some of the soil out of here, putting it into the other buckets, because like I said, I still got the other plants, the flowers, I guess we'll call them, that I want to start potting up. So I'm gonna use this soil. I'll show you what I got, and we'll be back. All right. Okay, so we back. I got me some helpers.
So y'all ain't seen me in a minute.
And let me tell y'all what I found out. I couldn't figure out why my bed in the greenhouse, of course, we're in the greenhouse, and I emptied out everything for the most part. And what I come to find out is the reason why my plants in this bed kept on not producing the way I wanted to. I couldn't figure out why the top kept being so dry, but the bottom was so wet. So we pulled it up, and that's what we found. There's a doggone outside. That's a tree. That's a tree root that came in. Hold on, let me show this. That is a tree root that came in and was sucking dry. Sucking dry my freaking soil and eating up my thing. So we're going to have to cut that first. Then this is the soil. That's, as you can tell, look how dry this is. And this is the top. But look at this. All the moisture and all the roots and everything, basically, it's from the tree, came from outside. Look at that. That is so crazy.
I said what she.
It done punctured a hole through the tarp, came in, and basically sapped up. I mean, Terrence, can we pull that up?
Oh, wow.
Can you
I
hear
can't
how
even.
strong that thing?
You want me to try?
Yes, let's see. Can we? That is crazy, y'all.
I'm not gonna lie.
I want to try it. Let me see,
Go
huh?
ahead.
Use the
You're recording.
muscles.
It's literally the whole soil.
If you pull it, then the inside is
It's-
gonna come out. Like,
There you go,
what?
right there. That is
Oh,
the
wow.
bulk. Look at this root from outside. You got to go.
That's Big Sally right there.
I want the fuzzy.
In the words of Terrence, that is dedication. Look at that.
No, for real.
That's Big Sally.
That is a whole root from outside that came in
A tree root.
and choked out
And still
all
going.
of my soil. Holy camolies, Batman.
I want the fuzzy. I want the crap.
Look at that.
I can't do that right now.
So what we're gonna do is the guys are just gonna help me get this outside. Whew, thanks, Terrence. So the guys are gonna
Now
help.
do it.
That was crazy.
Now do it.
The guys are gonna help me get this outside, and I'm going to go ahead and chop it up like I said I was. I'm gonna cut it in half, and I'll be back. Bye. Mr. on his phone. I'm gonna work them.
Monkey.
I thought a bee got
Mr.
you.
Goofy.
I thought
So,
a bee got you on guard.
all right, I'll be back.
All right.
Look at my boys work.
Got them socks out.
Look at my boys work.
Ooh,
Yes.
yeah.
You want me to?
Yeah, because I'm literally going to try to put it over here so I can use my chainsaws and stuff. AJ, you're going to help me with that part.
Oh, that's a little dangerous.
No, it's battery operated, so it's fine. Ooh, look at them strengths. Look at the strengths. Calvin, go ahead and move it to the side a little bit so he can tilt it one more time.
What you mean?
Actually, you know what? If you leave it right there, that might be perfect for me to cut. Leave it just like that. Thanks, guys. Okay. I'm getting a little tired. But let me show you where we're at. I've gotten everything cut. My son helped me. And it's not 100% straight, but it's good enough for me. And I am going to, let me just show you. So I got a cut. So I'm going to take out the pieces on this one and then just re-screw it to this. So then this will be, you see the difference in the width. So it'll be about now just maybe a couple of feet versus as wide as it was. So that's that. That is the greenhouse as of right now. And I am trying to get this all done within today. Not completely all the soil and everything back in, but I do want to at least have the bed finished, and I need to put this back in along with the rest of the plants that I pulled out, so this way nothing gets too cold. So I want to say this bed is shorter, but it'll probably be about the width of this, which is not bad. But just as well with this one, I want to definitely cut this one down too, because again, it has the legs that stand it a lot taller. But as I've been doing everything, I realized having it so far up doesn't give me as much room. So like when I did my tomatoes, it didn't give me as much room because everything hit the sill on top so quickly, because there was a couple of inches already off of the ground and the air. So I lost a lot of space in between there. So what I'm thinking is I cut off the legs on this. I cut the legs off and I cut off the other half. So it's going to be only just a couple of, like I said, it's not going to be that wide. And I think I'm going to be okay with that size. But I will show you guys the end result If not tonight, tomorrow's another day. See you later. Okay, so let me show you what I have. I think I'm done for tonight before it gets too dark out here. Hey baby. Yeah, I'm recording. Give me 2 seconds. So I have finished to this point. Let me show you guys. So I put the black weed protector on the bottom of this, and I am going to flip it over so you can see the other side. And I think for now, I don't want to put nothing back in the corner over there. Oh my goodness, it's getting cold out here. Okay, so I'm gonna put some blocks over there in that corner. So I will place the bucket up there. And once it gets warmer, I really think, because the sun comes in right through here and it gets really hot. And last year, all the peppers and stuff did not do really well. Everything burned. And I think it was because it got like direct sun right on it. Versus if I put it on this side, it gets the warmth, but not that direct sun to burn it. So I'm thinking to rearrange in here, but I don't want to move these just yet because it's so cold still. And if the sun hit it that way and it got really, really hot, I don't want the air to hit the plants and then maybe it freeze. So I'm gonna flip this over and see how it turned out. I ran out of staples, so tomorrow I'm going to have to run to one of the box stores and get me some staples for my staple gun. But what I did was I just tacked it down for now, because once I flip it over, that's fine, because I'm going to be stapling the sides and all around it, not the bottom anyway, because the bottom is emptied out. So let me flip it. Okay. So let me show you. I got to clean up some of the nails and stuff still. This is what I have. Of course, I'm going to clean up the nails and all of that good stuff. But this is pretty much now, like I said, it's a lot narrower still. And then it's not as deep. But looking at it, I'll be honest with you, heck, looking at it, I feel like I want to make it a little shorter. But this definitely was a lot of work for me to just be doing things on my own. And I think I did fairly decent. The good thing is, even though it is deep, I don't have to fill this with soil. So I'm not stressing that. But I would probably like it a little shorter. But it's still good enough to get in there. I don't have to do too much kneeling. I figured I'll fill the soil up to about right here, which again gives me good soil, and it still gives me enough depth if I needed it. So this was one of the jobs for today. Tomorrow I will be doing a major cleanup. I got to get that one back inside, and I got to get those inside before it gets too cold out here tonight. So with that being said, as you can tell, it's getting late. It's about 5 something right now. Look at all my dirt all on the ground. I'm gonna call it a night. Thanks for joining so far. Stay tuned to the finishing. I see you probably tomorrow. If not tomorrow, maybe Sunday. All right, talk to you later. Bye. Good afternoon, good evening. We had a whole rainstorm last night, and I left things out, and I got cleaning up to do. So I did come out earlier this morning and had to look at all my soil washing out. It rained pretty good out here last night, and I got to get everything cleaned up. I got to rearrange all of this and I got work to do. So It is already about, I think it's like already 3 o'clock today and on a Saturday. I'm going to get as much done as I can. I think I'm going to go ahead and transition all these things over here, take that, put it over there. I did get me some staples because that was one of the things I couldn't staple down the cloth. And I think I'm going to try to get all this done today. All right. I will post back when I'm done or when the day ends. All right. See you shortly. Okay, guys. So, this is what I got. So, I got it over here. I got the majority of the soil in. Now I got to move these to that side. Sweep out that side a little bit. And then I'm going to try to, I probably won't finish it all today, but I'm going to transition this on that side, get that set up, and then if I can, I'm going to go ahead and pull that one back inside because I really don't want to leave the plants in. That was some work, y'all, but I feel good. I do. I like it. I enjoy doing it and then seeing the outcome, because right now it looks crazy. So for me, seeing that end result, it's going to be everything. So I'm going to put another brick here. So lift that water system up. So then when the other thing is going to be here, the other bed is going to be right here. So it's going to be here and here. Here and here. It's better. It's going to be here and then here. And then this, I'm going to put one more brick and have it a little further up. So when it's time to do my water loader system, it'll be leveled or at least high enough, because before I had it sitting on these. I had it actually sitting on there. So now I'm going to try to brick it up. And then when I do that, it should be good. Whew. Just look at this. It shouldn't take too long. I'm going to get me, I'm going to rake more of the soil because I still got a lot of my soil on the floor. So as I sweep and move everything around, then I am going to try to get as much soil as I can up off the ground. But this is where we are. Okay, got to do some more. I'll be right back. Okay, we are done. It's not 199%, but it's hard to sweep mud. Nobody told me sweeping mud and dirt. No, thank you. That was a bit much. But I got it done, guys. So let me show you. This is the end result. Everything that was on that side now is moved.
What do you mean?
I got right here, please. Yeah. And I got all the plants back in. Last night I was very sad because there were some things that got caught in the rain, but trying to clean this up is horrible. So I'm gonna have to wait till it dry out a little bit and then get one of the hard brooms. But hey, y'all, we did it. Smaller bed, fits perfect. Got my little water system going over there. That I need to connect. That's the actual water system. I need to connect it to the bucket that I did. And also I can now fill up the bucket easier, because before I was trying to constantly reach over and knocking stuff over. All the plants actually fits in pretty well. I still have move around room. I'm going to probably just organize it a little better tomorrow or maybe Monday or so when I get a chance. But all in all, okay, what do y'all think? We did it. I love it already because I can actually move around. I have a lot more room to move around, and I can transition some of the plants. That is the last blueberry. I'm going to put that one out eventually, but all the peppers and everything else looks like everything is in, and nothing died. Nothing got too jacked up. And I'm going to shut everything down tonight and make sure everything is good. And thank you for following. Thank you for subscribing, sharing. Just grow with me. And we did it. All right. We'll see what else we'll be doing in the greenhouse later on. What we'll be planting up now, because something is not killing my doggone soil. It's getting dark out here, guys. So I want to say thank you again for following. Just grow with me. See you next time. Bye.